Good evening and welcome to Sunset News on this Thursday evening. As always, we bring you news, community stories, economics, weather, sports, and so much more. I am Glenora Shipura. Starting us off in the news tonight, the Executive Director in the Ministry of International Relations and Trade, Ndita Ngipondoka Robiati, told Network Media Hub today that 6 Namibians are expected to return home between the 26th and 27th of January, according to communication received by the ministry. Earlier, the ministry confirmed in a media statement that 24 Namibian citizens have so far been identified as being trapped in Myanmar. Last year, the International Organization for Migration successfully facilitated the return of 7 Namibian citizens stranded in Myanmar. The statement said the ministry explained that the latest group of young Namibians managed to contact the family members at home, who then alerted the Namibian High Commission in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. The Namibian government recognizes the grave distress and anguish faced by the families of the individuals concerned and wishes to reassure them that every available diplomatic and humanitarian avenue is being pursued, the statement said. The ministry further cautioned Namibians to be vigilant when applying for online job offers abroad, warning that many such offers are fraudulent and linked to human trafficking networks. Myanmar, formerly known as Burma, has increasingly been flagged as a hotspot for organized crime, particularly since the military coup of 2021, which plunged the country into protracted conflict and instability. The country borders Thailand and China, regions often linked to transnational criminal syndicates. The issue drew international attention last year when 26 South African citizens were rescued and repatriated from Myanmar in March and April 2025, following a large-scale intervention by the South African government. At one point, up to 200 South Africans were reportedly trapped at a cybercrime compound known as KK Park, one of the country's most notorious scam centers. In our next story, the government and NAMPOS have agreed to introduce stricter controls on in-branch social grant payments following unusually long queues and congestions at post offices during the January payment cycle. In a statement issued on the 14th of January 2026, NAMPOS said it recorded heavy congestion at several branches after large numbers of beneficiaries assessed payments outside the approved schedule. More than 37,000 social grant recipients were paid on the first day of the cycle, far exceeding the expected 28,000, placing a significant pressure on in-branch services. To restore order, the Ministry of Finance and NAMPOS will, with effect from Thursday, the 15th of January 2026, limit in-branch payments strictly to the grant categories scheduled for specific payment days. The move is intended to enforce compliance with the payment program, support orderly service delivery, and allow NAMPOS to better manage customer volumes at post offices. NAMPOS said it will also deploy additional mobile payment teams at selected larger branches to assist with the payouts and ease congestion, while branches are being capacitated with extra staff to improve turnaround times and reduce waiting periods. Government and NAMPOS again appealed to all beneficiaries and members of the public to adhere strictly to the published in-branch payment program and to await mobile payment teams at designated pay points, the statement said, warning that traveling long distances to post offices outside scheduled dates contributes to overcrowding and disrupts the efficiency of the payment process. According to NAMPOS, the remaining in-branch payment schedule for the January 2026 cycle is as follows. Old age and disability cash grants from the 12th to the 14th of January, child cash grants from the 15th to the 17th of January, and the basic income cash grant from the 19th to the 20th of January. The measures, NAMPOS said, are aimed at ensuring smoother payment processes and improved efficiency across all regions. Moving on, Minister of Information and Communication Technology, Emma Theophilus, during her visit to Swakopmund Secondary School earlier today, spoke to the learners about the value of education, discipline, and making meaningful use of time spent in the classroom. The minister encouraged learners to appreciate the opportunity to attend school and reminded them that their daily school environmental plays a critical role in shaping their worldview and future. Have a look.
Using this great opportunity that I've indicated that not every single Namibian child has the opportunity to go to school. To one, get the knowledge you need to get. You have 5 days in a week that you are every day at school. The teachers you see Monday to Friday, the learners you're with Monday to Friday, will shape a lot of your worldview and the way you see the world, the country, your community, and the world. But more than that, you are anyway at school for those hours Monday to Friday. You better make use of them. And I know, speaking from myself being a learner before and not very long ago, being a student leader, that not every single learner who sits in the classroom wants to be there. But I want you to see it from a different perspective. You will be there nonetheless. Your parents, the people that care for you, that want you to succeed, that are your guardians and are guiding you, will ensure that you have the uniform, you have the books, and that you make it to school every morning, and that you make it to school every morning from Monday to Friday to come and learn. So I don't want a situation where any of you sit in a classroom Monday to Friday, 7:30 to 1 p.m., and you're not learning.
Works and Transport Minister Veiko Nekundi delivered a scathing warning to government officials over the mismanagement of government flats, describing filthy, rundown and illegally occupied units as a betrayal of public trust that mirrors wider inefficiencies across the public service. Addressing senior ministry officials and chief executive officers of state-owned enterprises under his ministry at a management meeting, Nekundi stressed that the maintenance and management of government flats fall squarely under government responsibility, warning that failure to uphold standards reflects deeper accountability gaps within the public service. The ministry said tenancy agreements for government flats are routinely ignored despite clearly outlining the responsibilities of tenants and the ministry. Under the agreements, tenants are obliged to repair broken items such as windows and attend to general day-to-day maintenance, while the ministry is responsible solely for wear and tear. Nekundi said many tenants disregard these rules, leaving flats in a dilapidated and unsanitary state, with balconies converted into storage or sleeping areas, garages used as living quarters, and entire buildings rendered unsafe. He also criticized the failure to enforce the implementation of higher fines of between 6,000 Namibian dollars and 9,000 Namibian dollars per month for illegal tenants, allowing some residents to continue breaking the rules while ordinary Namibians struggle with housing insecurity. Nekundi linked the neglect of government flats to wider inefficiencies across government systems. He criticized delays in procurement and maintenance, warning that replacing simple items such as doors, tires, or windscreen wipers can take months, putting state property and public safety at risk. Nekundi took aim at the roads contractor company, noting that despite receiving multiple tenders, it has consistently struggled to operate efficiently. You are the only company in the country with 20 tenders, yet you cannot sustain yourselves, while private companies thrive on far fewer. He said something somewhere is not right. Bailouts and excuses will no longer shield underperformance. Either the system is wrong or the people are failing. We must fix both. He warned SOE managers that inefficiencies will no longer be tolerated, emphasizing that accountability extends to all operations affecting public service delivery. Natalia Goriras, the Deputy Director of Education in the Erongo region, expressed appreciation for the donation made by the 4x4 Initiative Foundation, partners and parents. The donated items include sanitary pads, deodorant and more than 50 pairs of school shoes, which are earmarked for rural community outreach by the Erongo Regional Governor. Let's have a look.
A simple pair of school shoes may appear small in value, yet its impact is profound. For a learner, it restores confidence, promotes regular school attendance, and affirms that they are seen, valued, and supported by their community. Initiatives such as this directly contribute to learner well-being and reinforce our collective efforts to improve access to quality education. We further express our appreciation to the Office of the Governor, the Municipality of Swakopmund, and all stakeholders present today for fostering partnerships that place the needs of learners at the center of development. This initiative truly reflects the spirit of collaboration and shared responsibility, like the Governor alluded earlier. It is said in Proverbs 22 verse 9, "Whoever is generous will be blessed, for they share their bread with the poor." Today, your generosity has translated into hope, encouragement, and a brighter school journey for our learners. May this act of kindness inspire continued collaboration and further initiatives that uplift our learners and strengthen our communities. Once again, thank you to all who contributed to making this event possible. Your support is deeply appreciated.
That concludes our top stories. On the other side of the break, we take a look at Ashipena Secondary School, which has rewritten its story in the 2025 NSSCA's results. We'll be right back on the other side of this.
Ready to be entertained? We've got you. GoTV's got more shows just for you.
That's right.
More movies?
Yes, jackpot.
More kids shows?
Of course.
And more football than anywhere else.
No doubt about it.
Yes, we've got more. And we've got you. Pay for your current GoTV package and we'll upgrade you to the next highest package. Get more with GoTV. At home or on the go with GoTV Stream. GoTV. Love it.
In our story of the day, once dismissed as a troubled Katutura school with little academic promise, Ashipena Secondary School has rewritten its story. In the 2025 NSSCAS results, the school ranked 7th nationally, placing it among Namibia's top 10 performing public schools, a milestone that reflects nearly a decade of steady, deliberate reform. Principal Moses Haufiku, appointed in 2015, says the result is not an overnight success. What people are seeing now is the harvest of work that started 9 or 10 years ago, he told a Network Media Hub this week. When Haufiku arrived, the school was ranked second last in the Commerce region. Of about 125 grade 12 learners, only 2 qualified for tertiary admission. The school also carried a negative reputation closely linked to long-held stereotypes about Katutura. That reputation has since been dismantled. Haufiku attributes the turnaround to a stronger culture of discipline and deep parental involvement. According to him, academic performance improves when learners are guided both at school and at home. When a school is disciplined, learners tend to excel, and when parents are involved, you build a relationship between the school and the home. He said that relationship, he added, allows teachers and parents to share responsibility and communicate openly about learners' behavior and progress. Another pillar of Ashipena's rise has been its focus on extramural activities. Sport and cultural programs are used not as add-ons, but as tools for discipline, confidence, and belonging, particularly for learners who struggle academically. We are not only teaching learners to go to university, Haufiku said, we are adopting a holistic approach to develop athletes, soccer players and national netball players. Rather than distancing the school from its surroundings, the leadership chose to embrace its identity. Haufiki refers to these as adding a Katutura flavor to education. Katutura has always been linked to the idea that nothing good comes from here, he said. We decided to be proud of where we come from and make learners believe in that. That sense of pride, he believes, has helped learners shed stigma and compete confidently with schools from the city center. The school's progress was also supported by strong stakeholder involvement. In the early years, safety concerns threatened evening study camps for senior learners. Haufiku approached the police, resulting in officers being stationed at the school to protect teachers and learners during after-hours programs. Parents also bought into the vision, contributing towards infrastructure improvement. Over the years, the school completed projects ranging from fencing and gates to hall renovations and the purchase of a school bus. Every year, we had a capital project and we achieved them through parental contribution, Haufiku said. Academically, Ashipena's rise has been consistent. From near the bottom in 2016, the school broke into the regional top 10 by 2018 and has since remained among the top performing schools in the Commerce region. After the break, we get into our economic news.
Life is unpredictable and one needs to be protected against any eventuality. Get Santam legal access from as little as 50 Namibian dollars a month for when you find yourself in need of legal representation due to civil cases, criminal prosecution, and family matters such as divorce, child maintenance, and custody. It also covers labor disputes, disciplinary hearings, and unfair dismissal or retrenchment. With Santam Legal Access, you'll receive free legal advice on almost every legal aspect, whether the specific matter is covered by your policy or not. For true peace of mind and legal protection when you need it most, call us on 061 292 8000. Santam. This is freedom.
Getting into our economic news, the Ministry of Urban and Rural Development has confirmed that the government's December 2025 target to complete and hand over all houses under the Mayor's Housing Development Program, MHDP, will not be met, despite the ruling SWAPO Party's 2025 to 2030 Manifesto Implementation Plan, promising that all outstanding houses would be completed by the end of last year. The executive director in the Ministry of Urban and Rural Development, Wilhelmina Sivute, explained to Network Media Hub that while 4,826 housing units have been completed and handed over across the country since the program's inception in 2013, the remaining 572 houses located in Opuwo, Swakopmund and Windhoek are yet to reach completion due to a combination of legal, technical and planning setbacks. The delay in completing the remaining commenced but not completed houses by the set date of November 2025 is regrettable, Shibute said. Shibute said that in Opuwo, where 24 houses are under Bettenstein Construction CC, completion was delayed by a legal dispute that stalled progress. The legal dispute that delayed the completion of the 24 houses in Opuwo was resolved and the procurement of a contractor was concluded during the 2024-2025 financial year, she explained. She added that the project is now expected to be completed in February 2026, still ahead of its contractual deadline of April 2026. In Swakopmund, 186 houses under desert paving and construction also experienced major setbacks due to drawn-out legal disputes. The Ochamwise Extension 10 project in Windhoek, comprising 362 houses, was hit hardest. She would explain that the township was originally planned for low-density single residential housing. but the later introduction of high-rise apartments and mixed housing types resulted in densification beyond the approved municipal service capacity. To speed up delivery, provisional approval was given to start construction while replanning continued. However, the absence of approved bulk service drawings due to the pending township proclamation meant that houses reached structural completion but could not be connected to sewer, water, or electricity networks. Despite these setbacks, Shivute maintained that the ministry remains committed to finalizing the remaining projects as soon as possible. Next up, the financial indicators. The Namibian dollar trades against the British pound at 22, against the euro at 19.06, against the US dollar at 16.37. 2 Namibian dollars and 35 cents gets you 1 Chinese yuan. On the commodities market, platinum went up while gold, copper, and Brent crude oil went down. Brent crude oil trading at 2.46%, going for $63.80 per barrel. After the break, we get into international news.
Ready to be entertained? We've got you. GoTV's got more shows just for you.
That's right.
More movies?
Yes. Jackpot.
More kids shows?
Of course.
And more football than anywhere else.
No doubt about it.
Yes, we've got more. And we've got you. Pay for your current GoTV package and we'll upgrade you to the next highest package. Get more with GoTV. At home or on the go with GoTV Stream. GoTV.
Getting into international news, logistical problems have delayed voting in Uganda's presidential and parliamentary elections in many parts of the country amid an internet shutdown. The BBC observed growing frustration among voters queuing at some polling stations in the capital Kampala, where voting had yet to start in the general election. The delays have been blamed on failures of biometric identification kits, which some have linked to the network outage, as well as a lack of equipment in some places. The Electoral Agency has apologized for the technical glitches and said officials were working to resolve them. In the presidential race, Yoweri Museveni, who's 81 in power since 1986, is seeking a 7th successive victory as he faces a challenge from Bobi Wine, a charismatic 43-year-old pop star. Where voting has been taking place, there are reports that the biometric machines used to verify voters' identities are still malfunctioning in some areas. Delays have also been caused by polling materials and equipment failing to arrive at some stations on time. Casting his vote in his native Rikwatura village in the western Barara region, Museveni said he had also experienced difficulties. I put my thumbprint on the machine, but it did not accept it. However, my face was accepted rather instantly by the machine. The machine works, he said. Asked if he would accept the election outcome, the president said, "This is one of the manipulations. We have to find out what was the problem. We are now verifying whether this was deliberate," he added. We now take a look at the weather predictions. The capital city can expect a minimum of 21 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 32 degrees Celsius with partly cloudy conditions, while Katima Mulilo can expect a minimum of 19 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 33 degrees Celsius with some showers. Adams Flake can expect a minimum of 19 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 35 degrees Celsius, while Henties Bay can expect a minimum of 18 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 20 degrees Celsius with partly cloudy conditions. And with that, we've come to the end of the broadcast. Thank you for tuning in Monday to Thursday to catch up on the latest news on Sunset News. From me, Glenora, see you next week.